Alright, we're back with another video. I'm currently experimenting with the tempo of which I'm speaking. That is because I usually speak too fast, and whenever I put myself on 2 times speed, I lose track of what I'm saying. This is different compared to normal creators, because normally I can have them at 2 times speed just fine, and I prefer being at 2 times speed. Anyways, today I've made a new build. And by a new build, I mean I've had it for a long time, but I technically revised it a bit, so it's new. This is the Ice Knight, which is one of the 7 knights, each having a different attunement, from the series that I'm going to be making. The Ice Knight is great. It's the first one that I ever thought of, and it's probably my first personal favorite, although it is matched by the Wind guy, because the Wind Knight is really cool. Anyway, we're gonna start shoot with what I chose from the bottom up. Why? I'm weird like that. Also, I'm slowing down my speech, I'm talking like a snail. Anyway, I have 25 charisma as my original stat. Why did I go 25 charisma? Simple. Tough love. Tough love makes you deal more damage. More damage? That's good. Always deal more damage. No one cares about HP or ether or DVM or anything. All that matters is how hard you can hit your player opponent. PvE people, you're wrong. Die. Anyway. Next, I picked 30 willpower. Now, this is technically a blunder, but I'll get into why it's a blunder a bit later. Moving on. 35 intelligence. Why'd I pick 35 intelligence? I don't really know. Generally, I would only pick 25 intelligence. Give myself ever-changing ages and perfect flash, both of which are really nice to have. See, they allow me to both deal more mantra damage and take less mantra damage. Beautiful stuff all around, and I love it. Anyway. Next, I went for 40 agility. Why'd I go for 40 agility? If you're a builder, you already know why I went 40 agility. But in case you're trying to learn something here, I went 40 agility. Because 40 agility gives you Ghost. Ghost allows me to become immortal for a bit. If I'm immortal, I can't be hit by multi-hit attacks. Multi-hit attacks piss me off and make me want to die. Thus, I became immortal. Next, 30 fortitude. This is also a blunder. I'll tell you about it later once we get to there. Then I picked 1 strength so that I could increase it when I was Shrine of Order. Who could have thought, right? Big deal. I then got 1 Frost Draw. This is a specific method that I use to Frost Draw. That being that I don't pick it at the start at all. Instead, I just get 2 Frigid Prisms and give it to the trainer. Boom, now you have Frost Draw at the last level before you have to Shrine of Order, allowing you to get way better talents early on and not having to bother with any of the Frost Draw mantras yet. And then 3 medium weapons just so that I would level up enough. Anyways. Then we Shrine of Order, and I get my secondary stats. I get my strength up to level 20, mainly because there's a bunch of combo skills that you can get if your strength is at 20. Then I increase my fortitude up to 90. Why do I increase my fortitude up to 90? Well, you know how reinforced armor is a thing? If not, now you do. It makes you take less damage and gives you more HP. The only annoyance with it is to need 90 fortitude, and also it scales, which means you can't do it pre-shrine. You gotta do it post-shrine, and I don't understand why you decided to do it like this. Anyway, sorry about that. Then I didn't do anything really with agility. It stays at 20, so does intelligence. I increased my willpower to 30, because to get reinforced armor, you need to get all the Bastion talents. To get all the Bastion talents, you need 30 willpower. I was thinking, well, I can't do that, right? I don't have the space to get 30 willpower post-shrine, so I need to get it pre-shrine. That's why I have 30 willpower and 30 fortitude pre-shrine. However, as it turns out, I was wrong. I completely could do that. In fact, I had to. I'm getting Soulbreaker. And Soulbreaker requires me to have 30 willpower and 20 charisma. Or 30 charisma and 20 willpower. Or 50 charisma and 0 willpower. You see what I'm getting at. Which pissed me off, but what can you do, right? I then want 50 medium weapon. You might be thinking that I should go for more, but the Q's Winter requires specifically 50 medium weapon, so that's what I went with. Technically, you only need 75 Frost Draw to wield the Q's Winter. However, I like 5-star mantras, and if you're making a build and you're not getting 80 in your attunement, why? That's just weird, man. Anyway, the point of the build is just dealing insane burst damage. You'll see once I send the build, if you ever try it out, it's insane, man. You just erase your opponent's HP. I can deal like 400 HP in one combo. Absolutely insane stuff. Anyway, as I said earlier, track me down, find my house, give me money. I don't have a way to donate to me, this is how you're gonna have to do it. I'm forcing you to do this, by the way. If you don't track me down, I'll track you down. You'll see I'm pretty good at it. Anyway, peace.